down my notes because I've been getting different things on it. Well, yeah, I said that I had been getting certain things, and so I wrote them down.
So what were your impressions so far?
Well, I hear things, I'm shown things, different words, different. I got names. So I kept hearing the word graveyard, and I don't know how that ties in with anything. But then I was shown like a parking lot, and in this parking lot there was like men from another time zone or a time frame, and they kept saying something about surfing um, and then
And,
it jumped to like a bedroom.
okay.
Okay, and anyway, I want to say a bedroom. It could have been like it's some kind of room. I don't know, but it's like on a second floor, and I could see like down. And that's where I kept feeling a lot of energy, and there was like a lot of males more than females, but I did feel like there was one female and a little girl. There was a little girl that I could hear it,
Okay.
and let's see. Then I kept seeing, is there something that's like a called, because I was shown the word oil and then the a home. So is there something real with oil?
So if this was a test, you just scored 100% because when you talk about the oil, there's a location here. It's kind of like an oil house where the administrator here has told us that there's been some paranormal activity. Um, Now, the parking lot was very, very interesting because the parking lot was almost like a rescue staging ground for when victims of either storms or shipwrecks or anything where they've had to pull people out of the water, they would attempt to resuscitate, bring back to life. A lot of them died. We're talking about history that goes back into the 1800s. And there was a massive shipwreck here back in the 1800s, and a lot of bodies were washing ashore because it was a massive storm and the ship ran aground, and they could not go out to retrieve these poor victims. So the result of that was a lot of bodies were brought ashore. They were buried in the cemetery in this location or around this location. And there is a scandalous story where there was a guy that was accused of filching money off the body. So these people that were on this boat called a Powhatan, they were washing ashore. The bodies were getting retrieved, and this one gentleman was actually cutting their money belts off because a lot of them were immigrating from France, and they were wearing their life savings in these belts on their body. He denied it, and then some of the money belts were found near his location. He had an inn. And the guy subsequently, his last name was Jennings, subsequently he was killed in a bar fight because he was drinking himself because of all the accusations about him, his own guilt about what he had done. So a lot of what you're saying has been substantiated based on the history of this location.
Oh wow. Okay, then I'm okay. Good, because there was some things I don't understand it. I didn't understand what it meant, and you think about things that would happen there. You might see shadow figures. You might feel like some people may even be touched in that area. If they're in that room, and I feel like there's possibly at certain times full body apparitions that would be able to be seen if you're there at the right time. So did you put out any toys like in it? Because I kept seeing this passageway, like a long passageway,
Yeah.
and that's where I feel like a little girl.
So here's what we did. I'll show it to you actually because it's one of my little favorite things. I saw it on a ghost show and I do bring them because I've gotten hits on them. So
Right.
when it comes to children, for instance, I put out these self-balancing robots and they react to motion. So what are you seeing? Not at all. It should not be doing that.
It's really trucking it. No, it's good.
That was that was very weird. I hope I got it on camera too.
I got it, yeah, I got that film.
So if you wave your hand in front of it or walk past it, it'll follow you, with these two eye sensors right here. And they were going off, they were moving around in this hall. This is the connecting tunnel to the lighthouse from that residence piece that we.
Now, I feel that there is, see, when you were just moving into that area, I seen the little girl.
Yeah.
She is in there. And I feel like there's another female figure. It could possibly be her mom, but there is another female that's in that area. Oh, well, thank you. And I will definitely send you these names because I got I got 5 male names, and there's there's another male there. So there's like 7 to 8 male names and probably 4 to 5 females that I got
male names?
named.
Oh, do you have one of the male names handy?
I've got them here written in front of me, yes.
Because I can cross-reference that with the list of keepers, because that's what I've been trying to do, asking the names of the keepers.
Okay, I heard the name Jim or James. More Jim than I did James, but it was in that area. I heard Ben. I heard Foster, Martin, Tom, and Sam.
Thomas Bills is the one, he was one of the keepers here for quite a bit, for quite a long time. And see, when I was asking their names, this little thing was lighting up. So Thomas Bills. I think we can safely commit to say that Thomas Bills is one of the male energies that was coming through.
So
And you just said something about somebody's ashes. Earlier when you were walking, I said something about ashes, and I wonder if that's what I was picking up on.
Yeah, there's violence in this area. It's kind of like when you go off the strip in Las Vegas, if you've ever been out there. That's a guy,
That is
I remember one time